If your entire life depends on how motivated you feel each day, you will keep restarting your journey over and over again. One day you feel powerful, focused, and ready to change everything. The next day that energy disappears and suddenly you're back to your old habits. This cycle repeats for most people. They start strong, they get excited, they plan everything. But after a few days or weeks, life becomes normal again, motivation fades, and everything slowly falls apart. Then they say, I'll start again next Monday. But the truth is, the problem was never Monday. The problem was never your energy. The real issue is that your life is built on motivation instead of structure. Motivation is temporary. Systems are permanent. You don't need a more powerful mindset. You don't need bigger goals. You need a daily system that works even when you don't feel like working. Something simple, something repeatable, something that keeps moving even when your emotions slow down. Because real change does not come from intensity. It comes from consistency. And consistency is not about doing everything. It is about doing something small every single day that actually matters. 1. Stop relying on motivation. Motivation feels powerful, but it is unstable. It comes and goes without warning. Some days you feel unstoppable, and some days even small tasks feel heavy. If your progress depends on motivation, your progress will always be unpredictable. That's why most people never stay consistent. They wait to feel ready. They wait for energy. They wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never stays long enough. The people who actually change their lives are not the ones who feel motivated every day. They are the ones who follow a system even when motivation disappears. They don't ask, do I feel like doing this? They already decided this is what I do every day. That one shift changes everything. Because now your actions are not emotional. They are structural. 2. Build small, repeatable habits. Big goals often fail because they are too heavy to carry daily. When something feels too big, your brain resists it. It delays it. It avoids it. But when something is small, your brain accepts it. That is why the smartest approach is not big action, it is repeatable action. Instead of saying, I will completely transform my life, you say, I will do one small thing every day that improves my life. Read 2 pages instead of forcing 50. Walk 10 minutes instead of planning extreme workouts. Write a few lines instead of trying to create perfection. Small actions feel simple, but they build unstoppable momentum over time. Because success is not built in one big moment. It is built in thousands of small, repeated actions. 3. Make boring things normal. Most people fail not because life is hard, but because life becomes boring. When excitement disappears, they stop. When things feel repetitive, they quit. But everything that actually improves your life is repetitive. Working out is repetitive. Learning is repetitive. Saving money is repetitive. Building skill is repetitive. There is nothing glamorous about consistency, but consistency is what builds results. You don't need every task to feel exciting. You need it to feel normal, like brushing your teeth. You don't debate it, you just do it. That is how powerful habits should feel. Not emotional, not optional, just part of who you are. 4. Follow patterns, not pressure. Pressure creates stress. Patterns create peace. When your day has no structure, your mind becomes overloaded. You think too much, you decide too much, you waste energy before even starting. But when your life follows a pattern, your brain relaxes. It already knows what comes next. No confusion, no overthinking, no internal argument, just execution. Most people live under pressure. They wait until deadlines, then panic and rush everything at the last moment. That is not progress. That is survival mode. Real growth happens when your life follows a predictable rhythm. Wake up, do your work, follow your system, repeat. Simple structure beats emotional pressure every time. 5. Break big goals into repeatable actions. Big dreams fail because they stay too big. When your goal feels massive, your brain doesn't know where to start, so it does nothing. The solution is simple. Shrink the goal until it becomes an action. Don't say, I want to get fit. Say, I will move my body for 15 minutes daily. Don't say, I want success. Say, I will improve one skill every day. Don't think in outcomes, think in actions. Because outcomes are built from repetition. If you can repeat it, you can build it. If you can't repeat it, it won't last. 6. Build a system that holds you when you fail. You will fail sometimes. That is normal. That is human. The mistake most people make is thinking failure means restart. So they quit and begin again from zero. But strong systems don't reset when you fail. They absorb failure and keep going. You miss a day, you continue the next. You fall off, you return to the structure. You lose focus, you restart the rhythm. A real system is not fragile. It bends, but it does not break. It is designed for your worst days, not just your best days. Because anyone can stay consistent when life is easy. The real test is what you do when life is not. 7. Don't depend on energy, depend on structure. Energy is unreliable. Some days you wake up ready. Some days you feel drained for no reason. If your life depends on energy, your results will always be unstable. Structure removes that dependency. When your system is clear, you don't ask how you feel. You just follow what is already decided. This removes decision fatigue. No more debating. No more delaying. No more overthinking. Just action. Structure protects you from your weakest moments and carries you through them. 8. Control your day. Control your mind. A scattered day creates a scattered mind. When you wake up and immediately react to your phone, notifications, and distractions, your mind loses direction before the day even begins. And once your mind is scattered, everything feels harder than it should. The solution is control. Start your day intentionally. Write your plan. Decide your priorities. Block your time. Even a simple structure brings clarity. Because when your day has direction, your mind stops fighting itself. You don't feel overwhelmed anymore. You feel in control. 9. Replace wishful thinking with real action. Many people spend their time imagining a better life instead of building one. They think about success, they talk about change, they hope things will improve. But nothing changes through hope alone. Change happens through action. Not big action, not perfect action, just daily action. One step, then another, then another. That is how everything is built. Dreams without action remain fantasies. But dreams supported by daily effort become reality. 10. Do small steps without emotion. Most people delay action because they wait for the right feeling. But feelings are unstable. They change constantly. If you wait to feel ready, you will stay stuck. That's why your system must rely on small actions you can do without emotion. Something so small that your mind cannot argue with it. 5 minutes of work. 1 page of reading. 1 simple task completed. Small actions remove resistance. And once you start, momentum takes over. You don't need motivation to begin, you need simplicity. Final truth. Your life will not change because of what you think. It will change because of what you repeat. Not once, not sometimes, but every single day. Systems beat motivation. Consistency beats intensity. Structure beats emotion. If you build a life around these principles, you stop restarting and start progressing. Slowly at first, quietly at first, but permanently. Because real change is not loud. It is built in silence, through repetition, through discipline, through systems that don't break. So stop waiting for the perfect day. Start building the system that makes every day work. And once you do that, your life stops being random and starts becoming intentional.